Yeah, I'm gonna try playing this for play. I played the original game on the Wii U back almost 10 years ago. Now I'm thinking about it. Um, I don't know what to expect from the remake.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Huh? 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 Let's get this started. Hey! Hey! What? Greetings. What?
I've been staggered. Hey there. Yeah.
They staggered me. Right, let's do it, shall we?
Let's do this.
Yo. Rock and roll. Ready? Ready? Yeah. Hey! What? Greetings.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
The original version of the game basically had
Hey there.
infuriating was.
Looks like you're all in one piece.
I hope they fix that bug. Let's fix that in this game.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Yeah, that.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Yeah, now we name him. Always do the lazy thing, just name him Zard.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
I don't know, can you? Should we probably working fine. Shake your head.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
There's stumps. Check map. Check the exclamation marks. There's a for occasional spiritual for us. Xenoblade game. We want you to explore. Oh, we don't even have a map yet. Probably just stop. Pretty much the platforms of the game. But we'll actually get explore. It looks like
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway.
she's having an existential crisis here.
Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien
Place.
forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells?
Nope.
Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Oh,
I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
this chance. Assault hammer!
You're not half bad.
Yeah.
There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
It's like, protagonist, you've done the thing. Okay, why not? We're not really going to be able to do much else.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Oh, drop by Origin Lab. Lance Iron Knife. Some voice prompts are restrictions. This is a request that the party members to follow up the battle. Successfully respond to these restrictions. When the ally issues a slow voice prompt, arts on the palette with each action block color will be highlighted. This game will not be which turns actually okay. Use that highlighted to succeed in the prompt. Human prompt issuer will begin HP and receive beneficial effect. So it's basically modified with healing. And the funny thing about the highlighted one is okay, so it's pretty consistent. Oops. L and alt. Okay. Our hammer is out. Ah, added. Oh, cool. This must be the main menu. Yeah, join them up with A, assault hammer, art types, the arts, ranged arts, debuff arts, supported arts, and aura arts. Level, character's experience level, race level, increase HP and other stats. Like every RPG in the last 40 years. Critical hits. Critical chance up, yep. Soul voices, potential. Potential stat by which other characters are measured. Higher the value, the more HP the character will regain from soul voices. Okay, in arts, the more damage they will deal with tension arts. Also increases the effect when you activate overdrive on foot. Healing in battle. Using healing arts or using battle items. Okay. Battle positioning, yeah. Where you are hitting the thing impacts how much damage you deal. And battle spoils. Defeating an enemy may yield treasure containing blah blah blah. Buffs. Again, like every RPG ever. List of buffs. Anything interesting here? Potential interest. Nope. Eater resistance, damage taken from eater attribute attacks. Weather immunity? Huh. Is it just a section on weather alone? Because that would be useful. Enemies. Okay. Show my color. Blue, low danger. White, approximate even. Yellow's risky. Red, dangerous. And purple's very dangerous. Basically avoid purple things. Or purple and red things, if I'm being a little bit more honest. Pteroids, insectoids. Just different character types. Okay. Treasures. Explore things. Collectibles. Collectibles and review. Yeah, I'm not going to spend it.
I can't let this new strength distract me. Ready?
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike! Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage.
Assault Hammer! Down you go! Open fire! I'll distract them while you blast them.
Swag Knife! Move in and nice work.
Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight.
Assault Hammer! Victory is ours.
Nice work.
I'm going in.
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Staggering!
Shadow Strike! Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Green Edge!
No! I can't move! What? I don't like
Upper
this.
hand!
Chrome armor!
Slide! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow Strike!
Game and set.
Nice work.
Going in.
Let's see what you've got. Slide Knife! Move in and do some damage.
I'll put some power into this one. Victory is ours.
Nice work.
I'm going in.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike! Slide!
Flame grenade!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll put some power into this one.
Upper hand! Slide! Nice. Move in and nice work.
Ready?
Let's see. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
An edge!
Slide!
Assault hammer!
Scream edge!
We can just topple them with gunfire. Flame grenade! An edge! We're in a good position. Move! Can't let this new strength distract me.
Upper hand!
So I'll take
Use melee attacks!
Now it's my turn!
An edge! If we can just
Slide!
with gunfire. Assault hammer!
Scream edge!
Flame grenade! An edge! I apologize for losing my cool just then. Use melee attacks! An edge!
Now it's my turn! Slide nice! Move in and do
Assault
some
hammer!
damage!
Flame grenade! Game and set.
He got him. Let's move. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Staggering!
Slide nice! Move in and do some damage.
I'll put some power into this.
Shadow strike!
An edge!
Slide nice!
Victory
Move
is
in and do
ours.
some nice work. The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. First step's a doozy.
Just a little bit.
We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking.
This is technically a choice.
That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Exactly. So then, the final Mira will attack you as soon as they detect you. Tell the section type by the icon next to their name. No enemies at a level much lower than yours will not attack you forcefully. Non-aggressive white will attack unless you attack it. Visual attack unless you structures in your range. Habitat to force them down.
Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight! Scream edge! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
Put some power into this one.
Shadow strike!
Victory is ours.
We got it. Let's move.
Ready?
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike!
An edge!
Slide! Appendage destroyed. Move
Put
in
some
and
power
strike!
into this one. Flame grenade! An edge! We're in a good position. Move in!
Shadow strike! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
Put some power into
Slide!
this. This experience just serves to make me stronger.
I think there were people so that will just pause.
As you wish. Use melee attacks!
Early bird! Now, my turn!
Assault hammer! Down you go!
Target in
Open
sight!
fire! Flame grenade! Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Put some power into this one. Good. Now get in there! An edge!
Now, my turn!
Infuriate!
Slide!
An
Gonna do
edge!
some damage! Now,
They're
melee
pushing me
attack!
back! Victory is ours.
We got it. Let's move.
As you wish. Wear them down from a
Shadow
distance.
strike! Target in sight!
Assault! Down you go! Open fire!
Now, melee attack!
Flame grenade! Put some power into this.
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
They're pushing me back!
Slide! Slinger! That didn't dent her.
I'll make sure to
Move
leave
in
a
and keep
dent.
the rhythm going. Shadow strike!
Infuriate! Chrome armor!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Put some power into this.
Now, melee attacks. Slide! Slinger! I should heal up
Going to
first.
make it! An edge!
Shadow strike!
Victory is ours.
That's true on any planet.
So, the end of the thing's trying to kill me, or just keep me running?
Going in.
Let's see. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow Strike!
Edge! Assault hammer! Now get in there!
Slide! Flicker! That put a dent in them. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I'll make sure to leave a dent. We're in a good position. Move in!
Now it's my turn.
They're pushing me. She's wearing me down.
I should heal up
I need
first.
healing.
Shadow Strike! Slide! Flicker!
We're stuck on a whole different
Is the mic any better now? Or is this any better?
Use melee attacks. Edge!
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer! Now, if we can just tackle them
top
with gunfire.
It should be a lot louder now.
Now, melee attack.
I turned the mic down earlier when I was fiddling with the settings.
Early bird.
Behind this thing. Oh.
Chrome armor!
Slide! Flicker!
Edge! We're in a good position.
Shadow Strike!
Move in! Game on set.
We
Good
got
thing
it.
about
Let's
the enemies in this, you don't have to chase after loot or anything. Them dying and falling off a cliff doesn't make a difference. You still get whatever they drop. Yeah, this thing's peaceful, so it's just gonna ignore me. Yeah, thanks. $400 left, and it is afternoon. These things are just going to leave me alone. Can I get up there? No, I have to go around. So it looks like this guy can't actually jump. So I have to go up and around things in order to kind of... There we go. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Oh, this is our first boss, I believe.
Grex's. And we're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
I don't have a choice. Usually these things are tutorials. Melee and ranged weapons. The weapons you use on foot are split between melee and ranged weapons. You can switch between them by pressing the X button. Yeah. Melee weapons only close range, tend to do more damage per hit. Ranged weapons can attack at range that you hit multiple times, but damage tends to be lower, of course. When you use an art, you automatically switch over to the weapon that the art is associated with. Your melee weapon for melee weapon arts, okay. So, arts that are associated with the weapon that you currently are wielding, melee or range, will continue their cooldown even after they're ready to use. This is called secondary cooldown. Arts with full secondary cooldown will have increased effect. Okay. Now, I'm going to target one of these things. Okay.
Use melee attacks.
Now it's my turn.
This is going to
Slice!
way too far away.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep
Flame
them
grenade! I'll make sure to leave a dent.
Cool.
Shadow strike.
And thankfully I took a little bit of a detour, so he's a decent enough level.
Side slash.
An edge!
Move in and do some damage.
Cool. Get both out. Well, all three of them, really.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife.
Well, they did have a choice. The ship
Luckily,
literally crashed.
some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Yeah, I don't think so somehow. The guy's basically a blank slate. Yeah. Take all. Okay. I suspect this is going to be another cutscene. Am I right? Appears.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, you must be the new friend. Why is that in quotation marks? The Colonel Emma mentioned in her report. I'm just woken up after all that time. I'm surely dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did in killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience, please understand. This makes me think that whatever this gate is for is probably like some big thing they cannot exit. Yeah, that makes sense. These guys are just chilling out here. Cool. There we go. He's just looking up at the elevator. Oh, this is an elevator call button. And this is the elevator button. Nice. Okay, we're going quite... How high? Huh. Yeah. I'd probably go squish if I tried jumping off of this. Although, wait a second, he can't even jump, so yeah, he's not going to be falling off that anytime soon. Person is there, and level 3s, level 4s, level 9, level 10 monsters around. Nice. Cool. Let's go into the city proper. Cutscene?
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But Like it or not, this place is our home now. We took it from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
The one thing I love about the series is the sheer scale of everything. I like the little clicky sounds that the mini makes.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Huh, so does it get an apartment?
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Yeah, ask who these people are.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
Oh.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Nice. New Los Angeles. Alright. This is the thing I hate about the original game. I wonder if they fix it in this one. The background music in the game is repetitive. But only in the city. The rest of the maps are fine. Okay, you want me to go to the administrative district.
Hey!
Pact was meant to go to Blade Tower, it's only the biggest building in town, so I don't know how you could mess that up. Yeah, okay, I'll do the needful. Does it collide with one of the pillars, or does it collide with water? Neither.
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, She's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys
Calling her
heading
out
back to
there.
the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
So I can have up to 4 characters in a team and 12, 16. Quite a few. And yeah, I can set different characters to control character type by clicking X. Okay, cool. And there she is, Lynn. Roscoe, I'm going to talk to him. The affinity chart. I remember this from the other games. It's basically a web of relationships between characters. And every time they mention somebody, a named character in the series, it gives you their block, another character that they have a relationship with, and then a link connecting the two telling you whether it's a positive or negative relationship. And depending on the quests you do in the game and how you interact with the characters, it changes their affinity. And certain types of things need high affinity in order to unlock certain quests and do certain things in the game. So we now learned about Roscoe and Howard and Siska. I know it's only a matter of time before Lock goes out. We've asked the Interceptors to help clear out the fight path of engines. This sounds like a quest. It sounds like he wants us to kill enemies in a specific region. Or at least it's implied.
Listen to this.
Even merely maintaining our current front lines requires a lucrative amount of money and materials. It was difficult enough on Earth, but supporting a military plan requires resources on a whole other scale, which means curators. Okay. Search for the life hold. What's the life hold? Because at the very beginning, the ship went through a very chaotic re-entry. It split apart in several parts, and the city was jettisoned, and the pods seemed to have been jettisoned from the ship. Could the life hold been a section of the ship? That makes sense. Then those cameras might work.
Hey, listen!
You blue-collar workers just as flashy as Brussel district folk. You must have brushed away a few layers of dust to see what we're wearing though. Yeah. And that, how am I supposed to handle this myself? Oh, don't mind me, go ahead to the Blade Barracks. There's transport this way to ask them to take you to the administrative district. Huh. And then there's the cards.
Hey!
My little brother just joined the Prospectors. He's been a civilian until now, so I'm worried. During Aurora weather, critical chance potential leader. So we do that again because I got distracted by the hint that popped up on the screen. Or not.
Hey!
Worried about whether he'll be able to handle all the duties of a blade. Okay, so Blade seems to be some sort of reconstruction team.
Hey!
LA was the longer you're with someone, the deeper your affinity each battle grows, the more you fight together, the stronger you want to be, of course. So that's basically teaching about one of the mechanics of the game, which is the affinity system. I'm just going to walk around here, see if there's any boxes or something I can open that would be useful to collect.
Hey!
You get to be scrupulous about you need those transports and to get raw materials in the city, and if you let one crash. Yeah. Shiny blue thing over here. Blue thing typically means chest. No, it's not, just blinky light. Huh. There's a distinct lack of blinky light machines in this.
Hey!
Director General was going to tear you a new one. Okay, that was the last thing she said. Cool. Don't piss off the Director General.
Yep.
Listen.
Don't engage or just walk away instead. Most creatures around here will leave you alone if you do the same for them. Yeah, of course. Don't pick a fight that you cannot win. Transport pilot. I'll talk to him in a moment. There's a thingy over here. Hauling cargo, administrative district, total drag, be train or something, but right now all we have is trucks and transports. Huh. Does that mean the city expands as you play? Because trade would be kind of cool. Now we get to experience these little plane things.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Straight.
Oh, you!
Would you believe it? Real looker for Blade was standing right beside it. He was just went by. So I wonder, could you get Vandam to coincidentally assign us both to the same mission? Inquire. Oh my, the new guy's turning into little old me for help. You're making me blush. Well, you bet I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything you want to know. Fantastic. Pilot, don't want to talk to any of you right now. Light tower discovered. You know what? Once you stagger an enemy, use arts to topple it, and topple foe is immobilized, making even the most elite creatures as harmless as can be. Yeah. So there's a barrier in place to stop us from falling off the edge. Jules.
Working hard?
Julius.
What to do?
The expansion of the Frontier Nav hasn't progressed the way I had hoped. It's mainly because of interference from the indigents, so I suppose we are the ones encroaching on the turf, yes. It's only natural they'd fight to protect it. I just wish we could find a way to install the data probes without having to do so much endless fighting. This sounds like a mission.
Working hard?
Acquire. As part of the Earth Life colonization project, interstellar ships took off from a number of cities. However, we don't have any idea what happened to the others. We've been transmitting signal from Mira in an attempt to establish contact, but we haven't had any replies yet. It's possible that we're all that's left to humanity. So, there's a big interstellar war. They fire these colony ships into space. They do not know if they're the only ones that survived that attack. So, let's go.
Intel is sparse, but
Are you familiar with the continent comprised of nothing but wastelands in far east ULA? Nope. We're receiving reports of non-naturally occurring structures in that region. Huh. So does that mean that this planet was previously occupied by something? We need to find some answers about who built these structures and what became of them, and do it fast. I guess I'll have to post a mission for the Pathfinders division. Yeah.
Sir,
Inquire.
here's what I know.
The officers are aware that not all of the new LA citizens are on board with the Director General's Son's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. That's a dangerous belief. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you got the look of somebody who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll sign you something important. Again, press confirm. Okay, so they've crashed on this planet. They are one of an unknown amount of colony ships that got fired into space from Earth. They were being pursued by some aliens. The ship broke apart in several sections. This bubble, which is the city, was destined and crash landed in the planet. They've been here for a few weeks to a month now. And he was in a life pod that was jettisoned from the ship proper. And they're slowly investigating this planet and see what's around it, and it sounds like there are ruins here or something here that needs to be explored. Trailer. Okay. Field action. Nice. We got some mining probes.
Now then.
Let's see, it's a course for barracks. Okay. Looks like our team's gonna be one of it's like, we're gonna find the next person that survived. Regina. Discuss.
Whatever.
Yes, actually. I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't want it to be a possibility of being frail. Ask Regina if anything's troubling her. Ask Regina about her shop.
Well.
It's so strange and unusual stuff my husband picks up on the job. He is a Pathfinder, so always find crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. Should be back in a little while with new haul. We'll blow your socks off. Cocky, aren't we? Fritz.
Working hard?
Recent developments.
Wonderful.
Did you see the Director General's broadcast earlier? Apparently they discovered 10 new crew members. They have not. They have found one. He's lying. At this rate, the survey of Mirror that's been stalled for so long will probably be able to resume soon. That sure was a relief to hear.
Working hard?
Why is he lying? The city's economy has finally sprung to life. Customers are swarming to Armory Alley. I was worried for a future when we were attacked by an unknown enemy and had to crash land on this dangerous world. But humans are tenacious creatures. It's hard to appreciate that when you see the level of energy on display here. It's hard not to appreciate that, of course. I'd rather be a part of this team than a mere observer, so we'd better get back to work. Studious, and can we go out here? Will the visible, the invisible wall blocks us. Fine, I'll let you, the game handhold me a little bit.
Hey!
Gameplay, they can use terminal here to purchase new weapons and select wear.
What?
Maybe a rough and tumble blade, but believe it or not, I was once studying to be a biologist. When I was a student, I was always off on cross-country trip, doing fieldwork, professor, travel general study. Oh,
What?
so her professor is behind. Fire.
Well.
After a horrible fate that befell Earth, some humans have come to resent all xenoforms. Basically, literally becoming xenophobic. But as a scientist, I'm always eager to see examples of life forms who acquired intelligence through a different evolutionary path, of course. From what I understand, they found ruins throughout this planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I always relish opportunities to counter the unknown. What about here? The question is, the aliens that attacked Earth, are they from this planet originally? We don't know that.
Hey.
You know, staff member, alright.
Hey,
Fuel mechanic.
Oh, yeah? What?
Talk. Oh. There was as strict as a common note, make no mistake, you never wanted to get on his bad side.
What?
Fine.
Great.
The gate over there, the east one, can you believe how long it's been sealed? This really is getting to be a hassle. Why people can pass through West Gate but not the east one? Well, New LA is a residential unit of its ship. It's been hastily reconstructed into a city. It wasn't exactly built with ease of access in mind. The West Gate entrance is where the passage to the White Whale's maintenance management area used to be. Oh, are you the newly discovered crew member? Yes, you are. Can I go down here, or will I get schwacked back? I have wall. Yes. I believe the important master of Blade is the judgment to calm essentially the situation no matter how dire it may appear to be. Yeah, who can us show judgment?
Oh.
well,
Can she?
Working hard? Let's make this happen. Working hard? That's nice to hear.
We couldn't do this in the original game. Can you change it now? Sounds. Yes, you can. Nice. Turn that down. Because that setting did not exist in the original game. And the background music in this can get incredibly repetitive because it is just like, and it's only in the city. The rest of the background music is actually quite nice. It's just the city is on a constant loop.
What's wrong?
Discuss.
This sucks.
Carl's pathetic. But I'm on engine control and he hasn't killed a single one. If I didn't have so many damn duties of my own, I'd march up right to him, spank him like an insolent child. Could you give Carl a message for me? He's the one loitering out in front of our manufacturing building. Yeah, we spoke to Carl earlier.
What's wrong?
Quiet. Members of the division have their own responsibilities, but mine is primarily guard duty. Yeah, that was us. We killed the thing. And this is main
Hey.
concourse. Huh. Okay, I'll just do the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Which is going in here.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
We have choices. How we end up a mirror.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus.
Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth-Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
And to clarify, ask for more information about Blade.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Chapter 1 Story Mission. Take a guided tour of Blade Administrative District with Len and Emma. Learn more about life as a member of Blade. I'm going to be right back.
Hmm?
Take the time I need. Cute little futuristic kitchen. That's a cool little drink thingy. Hmm? I shouldn't be. Hello? Yeah. I cannot use that now. Network console I can't use. This is a gate. Administrative district.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
She got a little bit too
Originally,
excited
Skulls
there.
were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology.
They basically use giant robots to build the city.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duty, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Basically, this game's version of a tavern where you pick up quests.
So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout Console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey.
Okay, so online now. Cannot access it now. Okay. What is this red blinky blink?
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Things that go kaboom.
Listen. Hey.
Oh, we can talk to Carl again.
What?
Not yet.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole Skells. Can you imagine owning your own Skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Am I right?
I'm guessing this is back to the tower. It is.
Listen.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not.
You have no choice,
Now that you've
as
seen
far as I
where and how
remember.
we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Main menu, systems, gameplay types. Yeah. And save the game again. Yeah, we can't go into the big tower.
Hey,
Timer they put on the front of Blade Tower. Nobody seems to know what it's for. Yeah, I don't know either. Ooh, you're locked. You must learn the mechanical field skill to recover this treasure. So, I can't open that chest. Somebody named Gus over here. Can we go up here now? Oh, so the percentage is a percentage for completing this tower. Currently it says... Okay, so it's saying that, yeah, I have to go to the barracks. Can I go this way around, or do I have to go the other way around? We'll find out.
Yeah?
Okay, so I can go this way around.
I see.
Okay, can I talk to Christy? Ah. I'm guessing we need to be able to use a skell in order to do whatever quest she wants.
Okay, listen carefully.
He's in charge of ministry affairs. He in turn oversees, yeah.
Yeah? Well, yeah?
Yeah, makes sense. Civilians manage the civilian
Did you hear
stuff. Team that got wiped out in Bolivia tried to send a bunch of SOS calls, but none of them got through because of electromagnetic storm. That sounds like it's going to become important later. Yeah, it's going to be an invisible wall somewhere around here. Yep. That's so.
How's it going? Well,
Have you heard any
let's
interesting
see.
rumors? So she was attacked by a flower monster, and the people are sitting here well flowers while she's recovering.
How's it going? Oh,
What does this
wonderful.
mean?
you think? Huh.
Sir!
Best of luck. Yes. Best of luck. Yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Right.
Yeah, check. Is that a pizza Yes, it is pizza. Pizza party. And now it's raining.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
The question is, do I have a choice here? Oh, I do. Yeah, why not?
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments, and together they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment.
Literally just
Go
outside the
there,
city.
install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Yeah, it's a red blinky blink. There it is. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Can't use that. Intel. These are one of the monsters we were killing earlier. Rex. Cool. Octoblada. The affinity chart is the interrelational chart of all the characters we've spoken to. And this is the relationship they have. Here's lots of interesting info, but it's only one-sided. So sometimes you have two-sided charts. So Niga and Emma, commanding officer and subordinate. That's the relationship between those two. Gwyn and Elma is literally colonel. I have lines connecting me to things, but nothing specific. We haven't spoken to Gus yet. And Vandam is her commanding officer, I believe. We don't know anything about him yet. Over time, this relational chart changes as we start to learn more about the characters, as we start to quest the world. Certain relations will improve, certain ones will get worse, etc., etc. Achievements. Huh, there's achievements. 204 of them. Ah. Do we have a map now? Yes, we do. Nice. And this is the map of the world, and each of these are nodes that we unlock. So we're really just focusing on extending the range of the island we crash landed on rather than anything else. Segments, yeah. archives, characters. Humans, organizations. Okay, so I have no information. Missions, do I have any? Yes, chapter 2. But no missions, basic or affinities. I think I might actually leave it here tonight. Hey, yeah, actually it was quite fun. Got quite far. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Thank you.